Right, fellas. Questions are not from Bluebook. The questions are not easy. You can download the worksheet from the link in the description. You can watch the other episodes from the playlist. Again, the link is in the description. And if you need private tutoring, feel free to reach out. Right. The first question has a little bit of geometry and algebra both. A wire is bent to form a square that encloses an area of 484 centimeters square. Okay. The wire is then cut into two pieces where the longer piece is 3/4 of the original wire's length. The longer piece is then reshaped into a circle and the shorter piece is reshaped into a square. What is the total area of enclosed by these two figures? All right. Okay, the way I see it, we don't really know the length of the wire. Let's call it L. And when I convert this into a square, uh, let's say the side of the square is probably S. The area of the square is given as 484. And the area of the square is given by side square, right? So we are given side square as 484. So I'm going to take a square root on both the sides. I'll end up with 22. So can we agree that, don't you think the entire perimeter, as in if we add all these four sides, don't you think that should be same as the length of the wire, right? Because after all, this wire is bent to form a square. So can we say L is 4S? Because, four sides. So 4 times 22, and that's going to be 88 units. So that is the length of the wire. Okay. Now, 3/4 of this is the longer piece. What is the 3/4 of 88? That's going to be 4 times 22 is 88, and this is 66. So this is the longer piece. So obviously, the shorter piece is going to be 22 units. Now the longer piece is shaped into a circle. Now from this total length, I'm making a circle. I don't know the radius. And now from the shorter piece, I'm making a square. Again, I don't know the side. Let's say the side is X over here, and let's say the radius is Y. And we need to find the area, the total area. To find the total area, I definitely need the value of X and Y. And again, we are going to use the same concept that the entire length of this square of the circle, which is also called circumference, that should be equal to the length of the wire it is made from. So can we agree that 2 pi r should be, 2 pi y should be equal to 66, which means that y is 66 over 2 pi. I'm not really going to simplify it, at least now. And likewise, can I say 4x should be equal to 22, which means that x is 22 over 4. And now I just need to add the areas of both these guys. So the total area is going to be pi times y square plus x square. I already have the value of y, which is 66 over 2 pi. And I have the value of x as well, which is 22 over 4 square. So I'm getting somewhere around 376, which is option C. Right, fellas, next question. If one root of the quadratic is twice of the other, then which of the following must be true? 2b squared is equal to which of these options? Okay, so I know this is again a really popular concept now, especially in digital SAT. If p is one root and q is another root, then remember that the sum of the roots is given by negative b over a, and the product of the roots is given by c over a. And it's already given that one root is twice of the other, so we know another relationship that p is equal to 2q, right? So I think that's a pretty easy way. I can just eliminate p from here. So I'm going to sub in p as 2q in the first equation and p as 2q in the second equation as well. So this is going to look like 2q plus q is equal to negative b over a, and 2q times q is c over a, right? 2q plus q is 3q. 3q will be negative b over a, which means that q is equal to negative b over 3a if I divide both sides by a. You understand why I'm isolating q, right? Because my intention is to sub in this q over here so that I can have a relationship between a, b, and c, and p's and q's are gone. Q is q squared, so 2q squared is c over a. Now I'm going to sub in q, which is negative b over 3a square is equal to c over a. So that's going to be 2 times b square over 3 square is 9, a square is just a square is equal to c over a, guys. Remember, I need to find the value of 2b square, which fortunately is sitting right on top. So I'm just going to multiply both sides by 9a square. So it will be c over a times 9a square. A square over a is just a, so it will be c times 9a or 9ac. Is that in the options? Fortunately, yes, that is option A. Okay, in this question, we're given that Emma and Sophia are athletes, and Emma runs 1 kilometer in this time, and Sophia runs same distance in this time. And if they both start together and run at a constant speed, then by how many meters will Emma finish ahead of Sophia in a 5 kilometer race? Okay, so we need to find that Emma will take how much time to cover to complete a 5 kilometer race, and obviously if 1 kilometer is this, then 5 kilometer will be 5 times this time. So this time is 5 multiplied by 60 in seconds plus another 50, which will be 300 plus 50, which is 350. What is this multiplied by 5? So 1750 seconds. That's what Emma is going to take to complete the race. Now I need to find that how much Sophia has covered in this time, right? So in order to find that, I first need the speed of Sophia. Speed is given by distance over time. The distance of that Sophia covers is 1 kilometer, and the time is again 6 minutes, can be written as 6 times 60 and then another 4 seconds. So that will be 360 plus 4, which is 364. That's the speed. So the distance that Sophia will cover in this time will be speed times time. Speed is 1 over 364. I already got that, times the time when the race is finished, because Emma already covered, I already finished the race. So we want to see where Sophia is at. So this number is 4.81 kilometer. So it definitely makes sense that Emma finished 0.2 kilometer ahead, and 0.2 kilometer is of course 200 meters. You understand, right? Because that was a 5 kilometer race, and when Emma finished the race, Sophia is still 0.2 kilometers short. So 0.2 kilometer is nothing but 0.2 multiplied by 1000, which is just 200 meters. So that's going to be option B. Hope these questions are making sense. In case you need further help, like private tutoring, feel free to reach out. Right, we have another question here. There's an arc AB of a circle that subtends an angle of x radians at the center. So I'm going to draw a rough sketch. The center is O, and let's call this as A, and let's call this as B, and this is my arc, and it subtends an angle of x radians at the center. Fair enough. If the area of this sector AOB, this guy, is equal to the square of the length of the arc AB. Let's say the length of the arc AB is L, or is a value of X. I hope you guys remember the formula for the area of sector. Don't tell me you have not memorized it, because that's required, that's important. And if you know this, then there's literally nothing in this question. The area of a sector is given by 1 over 2 times r square times the angle between them, the central angle, but in radians. Be very careful, this should be in radians. And what is the square of the length of the arc? Obviously, that's just L square. But there is another formula that you need to know in order to relate these two, which is a central angle and length of the arc formula, that the length of the arc is given by central angle in radians multiplied with the radius. So these two formulas are really important. If you haven't memorized it yet, please make sure you do now. And now I have to equate these two guys together because this is the square of the arc and this is the area. So I'm going to say that 1 over 2 r square x is equal to L square. I don't really need r over here, right? R doesn't really have any job because I'm looking to find the value of x. So from this left one, I'm going to divide both sides by x so that I have the value of r that I'm going to sub in over here. So this is going to look like 1 over 2 times L over x squared times x is equal to L square, right? So that's going to look like 1 over 2 times L square over x squared times x is equal to L square. Fortunately, L square is gone. I'm going to multiply both sides by 2x squared. So x is equal to 2x squared. Divide both sides by x. So 1 is equal to 2x. And then divide both sides by 2. So the value of x is 1 over 2. And that's what they are looking for. What is the value of x? So the answer is 1 over 2. Is that in the options? Yes, it is in the options. Option A is the correct choice. Right, guys, I hope you found these questions helpful. If you did, please like, subscribe, please share it so that it can help my channel. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.